Good evening. My name is Daniela Silva. I'm a resident of District 3. And the one question that I've had throughout this entire process is, why are we wanting to change Zilker at all? And 76% of survey respondents across the entire city actually agree with me. Many of the most expensive aspects of this plan are also the most unpopular, with Zilker Vision Plan's own research showing that there's very little public support for moving the amphitheater to the Great Lawn or for more parking, which ironically, the 3 proposed parking garages actually don't provide. PARD has claimed that, and I quote, the park is struggling right now, and they point to parking access, erosion of the banks of Barton Creek, and accessibility around the park. But I don't see how building an unnecessary welcome center and land bridges, reducing space on the Great Lawn by moving the amphitheater, and disrupting the ecosystem by building parking garages that don't even provide additional parking will address any of that. I think we can all agree that Zilker could benefit from some ecological TLC. Speaking for myself, I would always want a greener and bluer park and Springs. But what I don't want is a Zilker that is being developed to be the next Waterloo Greenway. Tonight, I've heard from the plan supporters that both Zilker is being loved to death and we need more parking so more people can access Zilker. How these are spoken in the same breath is honestly beyond me. If we really want Zilker to be more accessible, take the money that would have gone to the parking garages and revive the Dillo or some kind of dedicated shuttle service. If we really want to make Zilker more ecologically sustainable and address erosion, beef up the ecological uplifts and maybe move ACL to Circuit of the Americas. This coming from someone who already has the 3-day pass for ACL. Sorry, ACL haters. If we really want to reduce the burden of foot traffic on Zilker, invest in parks all across Austin that receive less attention compared to Zilker. I'm not saying not to have a vision plan. What I'm calling for is the rejection of this version and revising it to reflect the will of Austinites everywhere. Too many Austin development projects tout community engagement, but it's hardly more than just checking a box. Just because community was engaged doesn't mean their voice is actually implemented. If it had been, we wouldn't be here today. And for those saying that doing nothing would be damaging to the park, I would like to note that someone mentioned earlier that Zilker has remained the same since the 60s, which is amazing. With Austin's explosive growth, still, Zilker has been able to maintain its integrity without any major construction, and I don't see why that would change. So please focus on the parts of the plan that rewild Zilker, that uplifted ecologically, and reject anything that has to do with construction. Thank you.